We're getting close to the final functionality we need for our profit summary. The final step is to connect the two combo boxes in the main menu that we created in the last movie to the query that's driving the report. This will allow the end user to choose the year and product categories that they're interested in seeing on the profit summary. First, we need to be able to know how to refer to these two combo boxes. So we need to know their name. I'm going to go over here to the main menu title bar. I'll right-click and go into Design View. Now we already know the name of the form, that's Main Menu. So what I need to do is select this first box here, this is our year dropdown, and go over here to the other tab and give it a better name so I can recognize it. I'm going to delete this default name, and I'm going to type in CBO Year. CBO is just a standard tag that's used inside of Access Database Development to indicate that this is a combo box. Let's go ahead and press Enter to save that change, and then I'll come down here and select the second one. And once again, I'll change this name here. I'm going to change this to CBO Category. Now I know the name of these two features, and I can refer to them back in the query. Let's go ahead and close our main menu, and I'll save the changes. Then we'll go over here to the query and edit it. Now we can go ahead and edit our profit summary query. I'll right-click on it and choose Design View. Now I want to use those two combo boxes to filter what shows up in this query. I'm going to apply a filter here to the year category that corresponds to the year combo box. Now I want to apply those two combo box selections as filtering criteria here inside of the query. So I'm going to have a filtering criteria under year and a criteria under category. Let's go ahead and select this one first. I'll select this criteria row underneath the year column, and I'll right-click and I'll go into the expression builder. Here we can go into our forms by going into the database, into the forms, into all forms, and we'll click on main menu. And I'm going to double click on CBO year to add that up here to the expression. Let's go ahead and say OK to save that change. And let's go test it out. I'm going to go ahead and close the query. We'll go ahead and save our changes. And we'll go back to our main menu. This time I'm going to choose a year here, and I'll press View Profit Summary. The report runs and it shows me 2014. And if I scroll through the list, you'll see the various regions within 2014, and we get to the end of the report. I don't see anything else from 2013 or below. So we can see that this is working. Let's go ahead and close our profit summary, which will return me back to the main menu. The problem with the way we have it set up right now is that if we don't select a year and press View Profit Summary, we actually don't get any results because that's exactly what we asked for. But ideally what we want to do is create this list so that if the user doesn't make a selection, that it returns everything, not nothing. So let's go ahead and make that change. I'll close the main menu here. We'll go back to the Profit Summary query. I'll right-click on it and go to Design View. Once again, I'll click on this criteria down here under Year, and I'll right-click and go into the builder. And I can make that change here so that it returns everything instead of nothing by making one small change to this line. I'll go to the very beginning and I'll type in the word like, followed by a space. Then we'll come over here to the very end. I'll type in a space, an ampersand character, a double quotation mark, an asterisk, and then another double quotation mark. This is going to add this asterisk or wildcard character to the end of our selection from the combo box. So if we select a year like 2014, what we're saying is we want all the records where the year matches 2014 and anything. If we don't select a year, so what we've done is added this asterisk wildcard to the end of our statement. What we're now saying is that the year that we select, let's say it's 2014, will match all the records that are 2014 and anything. If we don't make a selection, what we're saying is that we want to match all the records that are blank and anything, in which case that'll return everything. Let's go ahead and say OK to make that change permanent. And then we'll go over here to the category and we'll do the same thing. I'll right-click in the criteria under category, right-click and say Build. Once again, I'll go into my database. We'll go into our forms, all forms, main menu, and this time I'll double-click on CBO category. And we'll make the same changes we just made. So at the very beginning, I'll type in the word like, and at the very end, I'll type in the ampersand, a space, a quotation mark, an asterisk, and a closing quotation mark. Let's go ahead and say OK, and we'll test everything out. We'll close our query, save the changes, and open up the main menu. Now we can go ahead and select a year, for instance 2014, and a category that we want to see. For instance, I'll choose batteries. Then we can view our profit summary for just the year 2014, and if I zoom in here, you'll see that we just see batteries. We don't see the other categories. I can scroll through the list to see what that looks like. If I want to change it up, I'll close out the profit summary. We'll come over here and choose a different year and a different category. We'll view a profit summary for 2013 and light bulbs. I can close it down, Let's just say I want to see 2014 in all the categories. I'll leave category blank and press View Profit Summary. Now we get a report that shows me 2014 in every category. So after a few steps, we've arrived at our finished working product. We have a dynamic form that responds to end-user requests for summarized profit information. And by using the wildcard characters and a like statement in the query criteria, we made it so that our report responds gracefully when the end user doesn't make a selection.